There is no woman who doesn't want to live with a man. Every woman deserves to be loved. Every woman deserves to be called someone's wife. Wacheni mambo ya kujidanganya na kupiga kifua. Those are called inaitwa nini ile? Defensive mechanism. I've been there and I know. Those women trying to tell you like that they are strong, they don't need a man, it's a lie. Ni uongo. When you hit 40, you'll come to understand. The same women saying how they don't need men in their lives are doing things behind cameras. They have 10 to 20 men. I hope those men they are saying they don't need are seeing how they talk and walk like they are the most, you know. So you just choose one man the way I normally choose. You've just heard me tell my baby daddy, Nelly said hi. Be a woman of confidence. Say yes, I am weak. Kanya chamora kenda. Truth be told, all these women yapping here, oh, she's jumping from one relationship to the other. She's jumping to whatever they are doing off cameras. We'll soon catch up with them. Fadhali mimi yangu naweka. When I saw women celebrating my divorce or whatever you call it, I don't know how to call it. I was wondering, wow, if one day you be in my shoes, would you dance the same music? Would you be bold enough to come out and empower other women who are in toxic relationships? When I called Baba Oyo and told him, he told me, don't worry. But I saw the guy, he was looking okay. I said, Penzi yangu, it was not all that. I also thought he was okay. If this guy killed me, all of you would have said, oh, you should have left. You should have left. Why didn't you leave, my sister? Why didn't you tell us? If I left a note walking into suicide, all of you would have said, you've broken us, Akothee. You couldn't do this, Mama. You are stronger than this. But when I opened my heart and told you guys that the same guy I introduced to you has let me down, 3/4 of women wanted to see me dead. Many of them made fun out of me. They made fun out of me, bullied me for 2 to 3 months. I kept on asking God, when will they get alive and let me be? During that time is when I needed you most as fans. Trust you me, I played strong, but I was so broken. So broken. That was an international public embarrassment. That was embarrassment. I was embarrassed. I was hurt. I felt played. I asked myself questions. I was sure this relationship was going to work. I was 100% sure. Trust you me. I thumped chest. The reason as to why meeting the Swiss guy made me so happy is because my son in 2 years has to go back to Switzerland because of the Swiss programs. I don't live in Europe. Hata hapa nimepitia tu. Now let me tell you today. And meeting the Swiss guy, I don't even want to mention his name, was like God has finally answered my prayer. So I'm like, well, if this guy has asked for my hand in marriage, why not take the opportunity? My son He's finishing school in 2 years in France. He has to be in Switzerland. And you know his father. I've already walked you through the journey of his father. He is not there for his son, so I have to be there. I still have my businesses going on. I don't work in Europe, guys. I don't work in Europe. I have my businesses in my life in Kenya. So I said, well, if I get married now, why not? Hata pia mimi nilikuwa na mahesabu zangu, said, okay. When my son will be done, I shall have settled in Switzerland, and so it will be easier for him to walk in. But when I walked into that marriage, of course I saw the red flags, but they were not red flags because I am an alone person. If not Nelly Ox and my kids, I'm alone. I have nobody. You remember the fights I had with my family. Remember the several times I was admitted in the hospital battling depression. So when this guy came, he found me very vulnerable. I was very vulnerable. And I was running away from everything. I wanted to run away from everybody and everything. So he came to my life as a refuge. And I ran straight into his arms. But all is not lost. I learned. Through that wedding, I learned a lot. And I built boundary with most of my loving siblings. I have no idea if I would ever talk to them again. I don't say never ever, but it was a deep cut. I told you already, there are some kind of disrespect that forgiveness, there are some doors disrespect will close that forgiveness can't open. So don't wish your enemies bad. Wish them more health so they can see you succeed. But this bullying online, you guys should know that it is death. Yeah, blood is not thicker than water. It's so painful how people you've seen grow through life can just, for me, I felt like my family threw me to the wolves. When you saw me with on all those interviews, I was not trying to prove a point. I was crying from inside. When you watch that music video, I call it, you could realize that I wasn't able to say the vows. I was completely broken. When I was walking towards the aisle, I almost stopped walking. I cried all through. God has been there for me, and today I'm still alive. I'm still alive, and I'm here with you. But all I want to tell you, kindly stop online bullying in the name of content. You cannot create content with someone's pain. By the time I was releasing the statement of me walking out of that marriage, Nelly had to wash me. Sometimes I couldn't stand on my feet. When I was launching that flight to Migori County, go and watch the video. Everything was falling apart. If you can ask my designer who made the clothes. And where I was completely broken was in Sweden.